for me. Make sure I don't have no problems with the sound. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, tonight we're gonna be talking on here. We're streaming to Facebook. Willette, were you able to go on Mastermind in the money chat?
Yeah, we're live in the money chat right now.
All right, perfect. All right, good looking out. So welcome everybody. This is our Wednesday night. This is our modified profit call. I said I was actually putting the profit call kind of on pause until Mr. Norfolk get back. He's stuck in the airport in Orlando, and so you know, I wanted to keep our call what it was, and I didn't want to change it. But on this profit call tonight, you know, we're gonna be going through the mastermind. You know, I want you guys, if you guys have, you know, we guys doing some live trading next month, and I want to make sure that, you know, the mastermind, I want to make sure everybody understand what it's about. You know, how to leverage, you know, how to leverage each other, and then how to take some trades together. And so I know we have a lot of teams going on inside the DCG, which, you know, a year ago we didn't have the teams, and now since we have the teams, you know, I still want the resources, the information to come back into the main Discord. And so on these calls here, I want to actually leverage everybody's on this call. You know, of course, I'm not the one. I always trade small when I'm on these calls, because I want everybody to know that, you know, you don't have to have a large account to make money. You don't have to have a large account for free. We can do this with, you know, regular amounts. And you know, also today I'm still selling NFTs, even though the market is down. You know, there's still opportunity. So, you know, it's some scenarios and questions that I just wanted to preload this with. You know, I started up a brand new account as well, and I'm gonna share my screen real quick. I started up a brand new account just for this call, and so what I did tonight is, you know, we're gonna talk about leverage. But you see, like 36 minutes ago, I just loaded $1,000 into a new MetaMask wallet. I'm gonna switch that over. If you don't know, like, I've been playing with, you know, not been playing, but I've been actually using gains.trade. So if you guys want to take some trades with us tonight on live, I want to share how we leverage each other and how we leverage the power of the mastermind. All right, and so right here, I'm going to quick swap right now. I just transferred funds over from Polygon. I used the bridge. I transferred it over from Ethereum to Polygon Network. It's in USDC. I go to quick swap, and I go from you know, USDC up. I got to connect the wallet and switch to Polygon. So I'm on MetaMask right now. I'm on the Ethereum network. If somebody at the end of this call, if I have to go back and show you how to do it, I left $100 there on a brand new wallet, just so we can go back and you can see the bridge in real time. It normally takes between 10 and 20 minutes. And so here, if you don't see USDC, it's not that it's missing out of your wallet. It's the same wallet. I will come here. I would add this to MetaMask. Add to MetaMask so you can actually see USDC. I add the token. I go back to my MetaMask. Now I should see the assets. I should see USDC. All right. On gains.trade, we gotta use DAI. On this platform, we gotta have Matic. So in my wallet, right, I have some Matic. You know, it takes about a half a Matic for each trade. And then I have USDC. I need to get it converted over to DAI. I'm just doing this real quick before we get started. So, you know, just so you know, before I get into my spiel, I'm just gonna transfer it all over to DAI from USDC to DAI, a stable coin. You see, it only costs about $1 or $2 to move it over. You confirm it, and we're gonna talk about the market today too. So I'm just doing this real quick while guys get in. you know, if you know, I want to make sure that we get back on these calls and we keep our heads in the game. We stay together, and we're gonna talk about what happened today in the market. Right?
Hey, Jamar,
Yeah.
before you continue, I just want people to note that with QuickSwap, months ago they had a hack. So when you're using QuickSwap, be sure that you see that green dot on the top of the swap window there over USDC where it says max. There's a green dot. So always be sure that you see that green dot. You see, if you can point to Jamar, just over where you have the 999 in the swap. Yeah. So always be sure that you see that green dot. That tells you that you're using the correct QuickSwap platform.
All right. There's something just happening right here. Did I have two of them up? All right. Oh shit. Oh no, that's the right one. That is connected. All right. There you go. So it's approving. I'm trying to get this swap to come up. In the meantime, while it's coming up, cool. In the meantime, while it's coming up, we'll get to it. But I wanted you guys to know that if you haven't used this yet, we'll be using this tonight. Another thing is TradingView. You know, if you're a trader and you haven't learned how to use TradingView in DCG, this is when all the questions, everything else, because the one tool that I would use trading, it is TradingView. If I needed to trade or if I had my screeners or anywhere else, I would have my TradingView, and I got inside of TradingView, you also have different platforms you can connect to. I wanted to trade Forex or Bitcoin, I can go to Wanda, I can go to Gemini, you know, all these platforms I have funds on, so I can trade out of those as well. Those are centralized platforms. All right. So before we get started, you know, today in the market, we call it Wacky Wednesday. And I don't care, you know, what you were reading out there, you know, people talking that they don't need the charts, or they don't need to have, you know, information. When you get a whipsaw like this liquidated about, I think it was like I said 15 billion or something like that. I got liquidated on this whipsaw. I had a small amount, but normally I close out of the trades on Wednesday. And so I think I had a stop or something like at 19,000, and it came down to 18,900 just to get the stops right here at this point. And so, you know, another lesson is that if you're gonna put a stop in, make sure it's under these levels. You know, I've been talking about levels all the time. And so, you know, I want to talk about the real shit that we experience as traders. You know, this is the profit call is about. It is about, you know, leveraging, you know, each other, leveraging the mastermind. Don't believe that, you know, someone's out there trading 100%, right? Because these markets are manipulated, even though we know, you know, it was a wacky Wednesday. It's just, that's part of the game. I said whipsaw. So if I held into Wednesday morning, knowing that I normally don't trade until after the afternoon. So we had this right, you know, as far as, you know, Wednesday, July 13th, it's been a day of unpredictably, the full moon, everything that everybody's talking about inside of the mastermind. We can do everything right and still make one small mistake, and they cost you. So, you know, for the new traders out there, don't shoot for perfection. Shoot for profitability, shoot for green trades, you know, and ask yourself if you want big problems. You know, I pray every night that the IRS say that, you know, they're coming after me for 5 million, because that means I made 10 million in the market and I wasn't trying to pay. So, you know, the IRS not coming after you if you ain't made no money. So don't be worried about some of the things that don't matter. All right. You know, you got to take trades to even lose some. People are so worried about losing trades that they don't even take the trade. All right. So let's see, going into Thursday, we got a neutral signal saying that we are depending on volume, sentiment, and timing. That is what we mean by VSC. So tomorrow, we have a take profit note. On full moons, we know that unexpected can happen. It can run up and close everybody out and burn the shorts, and then it can come back down and take care of all the loans. So in the market, when we see this as a day trader, if it's expected down day for crypto, right? It's an expected up market for stock market. The stock market today closed down, right? At the end of the market, it closed down, and that is designed to, one, they wanted to take profits. Two is maybe they want to see how low. They wanted to do a stress test to see it, to see if there was any support. And they found that it was support at 3,800. And so that now sets a level on the stock market saying that, hey, tomorrow morning, if we run up, as long as we stay above 3,800, we are fine. Or overnight, we're looking at the market, S&P, the futures market. We'll be looking at it overnight to make sure that it maintains, it doesn't make a new low, right? It doesn't cross down below 3780. All right, so that is one way we look at the market before we even start. I always use the Mastermind report, right? The Mastermind report is, it is my trading plan. It is my guide. At least I have a bias. I know I'm biased. I'm gonna look at this stuff before I go in, and look at last year, and see, are we going to be up this year? We came in July down. On Wednesdays, we anticipated buying a dip or buying after 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we see the market moving. Tonight around midnight, right? One thing that you need to use is a calendar. I tell people to make sure you always know what time it is. So right now, whoever you are, put what time it is right now. I want to see if y'all can tell time. Mike has been messing with me about the time, telling me to make sure that I talk about time management. Put the time in. All right, I got one person. Yeah, you gotta participate. All right, 8:12, 9:12, 8 o'clock Central. All right, cool. So all you guys that are trading right now, you guys are here in the United States. So when I say, know what time it is, I want everybody to take this real time buddy. We know crypto is global. We know the stock market. We know the world is global. I want you to know what time it is everywhere. So in China, in Tokyo, in Toronto, Sydney, Australia. So Sydney, Australia, Asia, China, it's the beginning of the market open for them. All right. And so I know that, all right, guys sold off in the United States, in Canada, they took profits. These guys may be starting the market. They thinking maybe it's okay. When I wake up in the morning, I want to know how they close, right? Did they close down or they close up? Let me take this look real quick. All right. And, you guys see what I look at right here. I'm looking at multiple markets, on a 4 grid. I'm watching Ethereum. Well, let me get back to what I was talking about. All right. So tonight, depending on what they're doing overseas, this is normally a sale period going into Thursday. And Thursday morning, we say we normally have a expectation to buy, right? And so as long as this holds, right, the stock market holds 3,800, Bitcoin don't make a new low. We wake up in the morning, we look at the volume, and it is a opportunity for us to take a position. What time are we not taking a position? We're not gonna be late to the market. Tomorrow morning is positioning, there's news come out. And so we wanna look and see what kind of news is coming out tomorrow, if there's anything, right? Is there any events that is gonna impact us? So I'm looking at tomorrow because we also want to talk about what we expect. This is Wednesday. The CPI numbers came out. They weren't good. Tomorrow, we got jobless claims. After the jobless claims, we should see the market react. And once it stops dropping, that is our signal to get into the market. And then we will also do a test on crypto. We're tracking this number right now. You know, the reason why you see inside our Discord that Cal, myself, Randy, we keep tracking this number because we want to know at all times, is the market moving up or down? So in the Discord, that me copying that from CoinGecko, all right, just putting it here, right here is just a timestamp, right? It's just a timestamp, so we know that at this time at 6:16, we were looking at the total volume, the timing, the sentiment we talk about. All right, we go here to the middle, and we just want to look at the 1 hour. Right now, in this moment, you know, you have things that are green, red, you know, they're kind of 50-50. And it's 50-50 market right now. Right now at this time is no buy signal or sell signal. Overall, it's bullish. But we look at the time that it is right now, 6 o'clock on a Wednesday, and we go back and make sure that we understand, you know, kind of the bias on the BST, on the timing, right? And so going into now, it is neutral. It's a neutral BST based on the volume. So we may have to give it a time, but we're gonna make a trade tonight. And if it's 9 p.m. to 4, it was a sale. We know we're going in tomorrow saying take profits, meaning that we had special days to buy this month. All right, I want to break down how to read. All right, so special days to buy. We'd have bought today. Early this morning, you know, Wednesday or sometime today, it was a good trading day for loans. Right, the market after that whipsaw, after you missed the wacky Wednesday, the special days to buy was today. We expected it would dip down, but of course, I couldn't pinpoint exactly 30 days or 13 days in advance how far it's going to dip. I thought I was safe at 19,000, and it dipped $70 under. All right, so you know, precision, it gets the best of us. If I was, you know, luckily that's why I don't trade big, so I don't take these big losses. It was a small $300 loss on a 10x leverage, so it was only a $3,000 loss. You know, I was only shooting for $300 to $500. My goal, you know, my goal is only $1,000, right? $1,000 a day trading. I don't care if it's in the stock market, crypto market, futures. You know, it's a small modest goals that is attainable. I'm not going to come into crypto and only been in for 10 days thinking I'm gonna get $1,000 a day with my limited knowledge and my limited skills. I don't know, you know, for some of you guys, it may be realistic, but you've been sold the dream. You listen to the Facebook fairy tale land of everybody posting screenshots. It's work that goes behind that. So right now I want to talk about trading like our life depending on it, right? We know that the economy is getting bad, you know, but for some of us, it's going to be good. You know, they put this up here. We got people waiting in the waiting room, y'all. I know people looking, they focus. All right. You know, first of all, you know, if our life depended on trading, right? If our life depended on it, how would we trade? What were some of the things we would avoid? If our life depended on trading, what is something that you would avoid? Anybody? What is a risky trade? I want y'all to type in the comments as a mastermind. What is distractions? Exactly. I mean, get specific. If my life depended on trading, one of the things I would avoid is I wouldn't be taking trades and leaving the market. I wouldn't be if I had my last $500 in the market, I couldn't afford to lose it. I would not take my eyes off the screens. I would open up a trade, close a trade when I couldn't watch it no more. All right. Second, if my life depended on trading, that if my family couldn't eat, I'm not going to risk everything I got on one trade. All right. That is risk management. Not going all in. I want to take a bunch of base hits. And so for my traders that's out here, you know, and for people that think they can't do it, you know, if my life depended on trading, there's no way I can trade 24 hours. I need to get sleep. I need to get rest. I need to drink something. No matter how long I stare at the screen, it's not gonna make things change. And then I have to be honest. I can't just keep thinking what's going to happen. I gotta be pretty sure if my life depended on the trade. And then lastly, I'm going to listen to all the smart people I can. I'm not doing this shit alone. I'm not finna fly a plane, and I got my whole family in there. I never flew a plane before. I'm going to depend on all the pilots I know, and I'm not going to hop in that plane unless one of them pilots hop in with me. Because it's irresponsible for me to jump in a plane and try to fly it with all my lads and my family, my 2 kids in it. I can just ask a pilot to come join me. Please help me. So part of the mastermind is please help me, right? That is what I mean by leverage, right? Secondly, what I mean by leverage is if my life depended on it, I only have $500, I can come to a platform and I can put in 100 and I can leverage it 10x. And now I can trade with 1,000, only risking, 20% of what I really have. All right, let me see if this has changed. So I'm trying to get to a point. All right. If I didn't know shit and I was a first-time trader and someone told me I had to take a trade right now, what should I do? If I don't know anything and I had to take a trade right now, what should I do? Anybody want to type? All right, cool. Read, ask questions, join DCG. And if you're in DCG, this is what you get. We telling you right now. If you don't understand what's happening in the market right now, ask someone to explain it to you. What is the market doing? Can I get help? That is correct answer. All right, let me see why this is not moving over here. All right, so how would I trade if my livelihood depended on it? I would be a lot more cautious. All right, so if you're not being cautious, me holding a trade overnight into a down day with whipsaw, that was not being cautious. All right, so I'm trying to do this swap right now. All right, so you guys see I'm still here. I'm trying to get this to work over here. I don't see how I can have this continue to be pending when it's still approving. So we're gonna give it a minute. I don't know what's going on. It shouldn't take that long. Zoom, yeah, man, I can't. I should have went in. And so if I want to edit this, I don't know how this is gonna work to speed it up. I can hit aggressive to speed the process up. I'm gonna see if that works. All right, cool. And so it approved, and now I should see the swap. Them numbers that came out, right? We are talking about that crypto should be a answer to inflation. Why is the stock market dropping and now all of a sudden crypto is going up? It is possible that the inflation numbers being that high, maybe now crypto is decoupling from the stock market, and maybe now that people are like, look, I gotta get my money out the banks, out the some of it out the market into something else. This, now my money in the bank is only worth 9% or is losing 9%. All right, so you guys see the swap right here. So now we should be good. So I got DAI in my wallet now. And I hate doing these things live because sometimes it takes longer. See only, a little bit of Matic. So it's cheaper to trade here. Now we can take trades on Gains platform. All right, come over here, use leverage. So right now, I'm not just going to leverage and take a trade without knowing, anything, right? I got the mastermind on this call right now, right? I got experienced people on the call. If I didn't know anything about trading, I'm reading your comments, Mr. Mark. Right to less inflation. Explain that. Well, I don't understand that. Flight to less inflation impacted. Come on, Mark. Come on and talk. Everybody here is we all equal on this call. All right. I want guys to be able to be active. You can come off of mute whenever you want. All right, so
he came off mute, but we just don't. I don't know why we can't hear him. He's off mute.
Okay. Yeah, fight to less inflation impacted. I don't know, flight. I don't know what he's trying to say right there. But all right, cool. So right now we were expecting the market to at least take profits, for guys to sell. We understand what time it is in Asia. The Asia markets are really open, right? As it gets later here, 9, 10 o'clock. So 9 o'clock, in Asia, 9 o'clock in the United States on the East Coast, right? On the West Coast, 9 o'clock on the West Coast becomes 12 o'clock. It becomes lunchtime. And you'll normally see the market kind of take a dip when the New York bankers on Wall Street, they close out their positions around 12 o'clock, 15 minutes before they start taking profit so they can go to lunch, and they don't, because they're not going to leave open trades, and they got millions of dollars in the market. They're not going to leave them open. They're going to close out their trades because they're only trading for the day, and they're trading certain times. Some of them are building in positions, but a lot of times they're not doing it. So that could be a definitely something that's happening. Stocks down, crypto up, people shifting money. That is a possibility, and also shorts could be taking positions as well in the crypto market. But we're gonna look at the actual market and see. So I had these screens up, and everybody knows I have a process on these screens. What I do is I like to go through. I like to see what was moving. Bitcoin right now is moving. It's one of the movers in the market. So I keep a notepad up. Right. Let's see if we can. I don't know anything about trading. Let me move all these things down. But I'm gonna start seeing some of the targets that I want. Right, VIX and dollar is dropping right now. BTC, LTC, they were moving up. So I'm just going to start, as I go through my screens, pick in things that I'm looking at. This is what I'm looking at here to see if the volume is going up or down. The last 25 minutes, last hour, the volume is going up. So it is still going up, and there's a little, that means activity is coming in. And so we're still moving up. This selling, to me, could just be a dip buy based on the time. So the sentiment right now on the 1 hour, I just want to trade for 1 hour. Since we on this call for an hour, I'm not looking at anything long term because I'm trying to make a trade for my life to depend on it. I'm saying in the 1 hour, things are moving up. So I want to see what's moving the fastest. I can come over here and I can do a 15-minute. I like to trade things going up, not going down. Just in a bullish, today is a bullish day, it's moving up. So I can do in 15 minutes, I can do in 1 hour, and I want to see what's moving. So I got Axie, something that is on my watch list. Everybody should have a list of things that they want to trade, whether you got them out the Mastermind report or not. Here, I think I have Axie somewhere. So this is one that's on my watch list. These are all the symbols that I wanted to trade this month. And I based that off of utilizing my mastermind report. I want to trade things that was already on my watch list. Some of the guys, when they first get the mastermind report, first thing they do is go to the swing trading section and they create a watch list off of the coins to watch, right? Coins for the month. And they'll come down here and they'll watch these XMR, Seek, or different things on the watch list here. And these are we call them high performing coins. So if you see these on your watch list moving, they've been researched, and that is good. The reason I have these on my watch list, because everybody has to have their own reason. I have these on my watch list because these are all things I can trade on the games platform, right? Everything is here is things that I can trade when I go here. I can trade the stock market, the Forex, the cryptocurrencies, and I'm going to get DAI back in return. All right. So that is why that's there. There's another site I use called Pika Protocol, and that's where my Axie and my Sand and a couple others that I wanted to trade. But right now, Aave, right? Aave hit up to 79. So the question is that how do I trade and not lose everything? Right? I just don't trade as big and I use leverage. If I took a trade here for $100 and time to time 20, how much would that be? All right, how much would that be time 100? I want to see if y'all get the math. Nobody can answer that? Damn. 2,000. Man, hey, what is going on? Nobody thinking tonight? That supposed to be quick. Y'all don't like money? Man, I was terrible in public school, but I know how to roll dice.
Everybody's pulling up the calculator.
Hey, the new kids, bro. The new kids. I know cash and I know statistics. I can gamble and I can count money. All right. So all right, cool. So with $100 can get me, 2,000 to trade with. And if I only had $1,000 to trade with, now I'm trading with more than I have. That's leverage. Now, the only thing about that is that I gotta pick the right direction. So anytime we come in the market, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, how many options do you have when you come to trade? What can the market do? Can somebody answer that?
Go up or down?
So if you didn't know shit, what's your chances of making a good trade?
50-50.
50%.
50%. You didn't know shit. All right. So if you came in the market every day and just gamble, you got a 50-50 chance. You just got to pick a direction. And normally, if you can get into a trade and hold it, you're up pretty good. So I don't know shit right now, and I can just take a trade out of the blue. I'm gonna go long and says, look, the market's trending down right now, but overall it's up. I want to show you guys how much I can lose. I don't even think I can lose $100 an hour. Right? I don't even think I can lose $100 an hour. I can just come here and take a long trade, 20x with $100. Now I just want to show you guys what's the probability. All right, come on. Is it going? All right, market loan. I'm just gonna take a market loan. I normally use stop limits. All right, I'm gonna show you what I really do before I take this trade, but I just want to give you guys a little bit more confidence that the people that's watching, if I pay you to lose $100 in an hour, you would have to be at 100x or 50x to really lose that fast. All right, so right here is confirming. If you've never seen, some of the people you follow on Facebook, and they always posting screenshots of taking these trades, and you never seen them take a trade. Some people create their trades. All right, look how much it was with that market loan. I just want you guys to see that. That's why I don't use the market loans, right now it's 78.57. And it took this trade at 78. Did it do it? It took this trade at like 78.80 or something like that. So it took it way up here. That is one of the reasons why we don't use the market long, and that's why we use the limit, so you can actually put it there. Because right away, I'm down on that trade like $6. My stop loss, right, where I get liquidated at would be 75, 75.85, right? And right now, if I click on this, I just want you to see it's 20x leverage. The position size is 1,900. All I got is $1,000 or $9.99. Right? This is the price it's open. If I would have did the right price with the limit, right? I don't know anything. It's 50% chance, right? So now if I'm watching this and I don't leave the screen, I'm only trading for an hour. As this cross up and above, all I want is a green trade, right? And I'm trading with 99 bucks. All right. How far does it have to move for me to double my money? I put 99 in. How far does it have to move before I can double my money? Anybody want to tell me? All right, nobody can tell me. So let's just figure it out. We go to calc trade. So you know what you're risking right away. Oops. We put this in the chat. You guys see what it is. All right, I'm gonna go here and type in Ave. And I don't want people doing this, but I just want to show you guys right here. What I'm gonna look at is support on a short term. This is a 15-minute chart. Let's go to an hour chart because I'm not gonna be trading that long. Where should I stop out of here? Right, probably, if it gets down here, then I know that I'm wrong and it's going the opposite direction. So let me just put a little chop right here. All right, 75.38. If it gets all the way down 75.38, it shows right here that do I got a stop loss in there? No, my liquidation price is 75.26. So that's where I get liquidated at. If I wanted to put a stop loss in here, I can come here and I can update it, right? And I can say, look, if it goes below 75, oops. I just come here and move it. 75, right? Where I want to take profit at. I want to see. Right. This is 8,000%. So take profits. So at 82.98, that's where it takes me to get to 100%. I double money if I get to 82%. I lose everything if it goes down to 75. All right. So now at least we understand where we at. If you wanted to use this as a guide, I'm risking 100. Come over here. You say I got $100 in. I want to risk 100% of it. I'm going long. My entry is, my entry is actually, it should have been 75.80, but it's 75.80. My stop would be blah, blah, blah. My exit, what was it? I think 83 or something like that. So it's showing me here, that's where the high was. So if it retouches the high, and if it goes up tonight, this is where I would make 100. But maybe it's like, you know what? Maybe I just shoot for 50%. All right. And so 82 here. This liquidation is wrong. This position size, I probably had to change this. Why is this 10x short, 10x long? So you can come here and you can put it 20x. It will move things around. I'm using 20x. Normally I would, with such a small amount, right? I mean, right now, if I'm watching only an hour, I normally only do 10X, but I would do more like 500 or something like that. But I'm just doing this for this demonstration purposes only. All right. And then this position size is kind of wrong. But we kind of figured the same thing out right here. So right here, if I just update it to take profit or the stop loss, I got it at 78 and I made it 78, right? 20%. How much do I lose? $20. All right. So that's a $20. That's a $20 risk, right? If you drive in a car and you rent in a racetrack, just the practice, right? This is tuition. It's worth it. You need to trade to make money. Like, you're not gonna make any money scared to lose. But if I can lose $20, I can lose that 5 times before that $100 is gone. All right. So I just want to give you the kind of the picture of inside of DCG. Part of the thing is that when we do the alligator, the first thing that we do, the course we teach is really just to take a trade, just to have the confidence to just get in and take a trade. Now I'm gonna watch this trade, for an hour or while we on this call, and I'm gonna go do something else. But right here, I have a stop loss, right, at 78. Here, I'm only down $5. It comes up here, if it moves back up because the market, right? I'm watching this is 94.4 billion. If I start seeing this number drop, right, I can pick a number and say, if it goes under 940 billion, I'm just gonna get an exit. So I can come back and set an alert. I can come over here and see, all right, it was 939 when we started the call. It's still trending up. All right, so it's still trending up. I'm gonna hold that trade. Let me know if I lost anybody right now. The point I'm trying to prove is, with a little bit of knowledge, you tip your odds over more than 50%. All right. And so trading is a statistical game. All right. Tell me where you lost at. So inside of the mastermind, what's really important, the quality of your questions determine the quality of your life. I want you to ask questions like your life depended on it. If I told you to get in a plane with your family and go fly across the ocean, you would not just take the keys and just hop in a plane and be like, all right, I'm gone. You would ask me for the mouth. I mean, you would ask me for the map. You would tell me where to stop, who to call if I get in trouble. You would ask me all these questions. Right now, we have a Discord that I monitor this Discord more than I monitor my phone. You send me an email, somebody send me a text message, they may get responded to tomorrow, 2 days from now, but I monitor the Discord. And if I get more questions, everybody gets more training. I don't even answer my phone because I don't work for nobody. I don't have nobody calling me. Anybody call me, they want something. So I don't need to answer my phone. I don't have to ask for a day off or nothing. So I can dedicate the time in the chat. But if I'm having questions, just ask detailed questions. Where you lost at? That is the question I ask, so I can explain it. Because when you hear people inside the mastermind, one of the things is like, oh man, I'm having a hard time. Having a hard time with what? Trading. What part of the trading? Placing the trade, reading the chart. What am I having a hard time with? So, all right, the alligator, I assume that everybody is taking the alligator course, right? And so I'm going to assume that because that is in your directions. When you join, it's like, hey, go through the 7-day challenge. In the 7-day challenge, it tells you the 7 things that we want you to do. All right, on this call right here, there's a free indicator called an auto fed. And these, if you don't know support and resistance right away because you're new, all right, you're having trouble reading what type of crypto chart, like what the support and resistance. Do you know what the candlesticks means? What part of the chart? It's all good. And this is a love call. This is the profit call, but these are the questions that will help someone else. Green, the green and the red. Red represents sellers. Green represent buyers. All right, this is the profit call. If you want to make money and you keep your mouth shut, you will not make any money. All right, we got guys in here that they've been looking at charts for 10 years. They can answer you can't answer a question we haven't heard before. Buyers and sellers on a candlestick. The time frame, if I change the time frame to 5 minutes, each candlestick represents a time frame, right? So if I go 13 minutes, these are 13-minute candles. 45 minutes, 45-minute candles. As I go up, you'll see these lines, auto fit, Fibonacci levels. These are levels. When we talk about level to level, we could be doing Camarilla pivots. We can be doing, these are just lines that are automatically drawn. When we see one getting crossover and it's bullish, that means the buyers pushed up. And when you see it coming down into it, it means sellers are selling down. Somebody's taking profits. When it's stuck on this level, it has a 50-50 chance of going up or down based on this level. I use the 13 minutes just because I want to get used to my strategy. I don't want to be jaded by somebody else's. You hear everybody talking about the 5 and the 15-minute. Who says I can't use the 13-minute? Because at the end of the day, it is just about preference. Everything that you do here, you have to get used to doing it. You got to get used to driving your car. So some guys use the 1 minute or 5 minute because they trade quick. They trade in 1 and 5 minute increments. I trade in a 1 hour during day trading. I do trade in between 10 minutes and an hour. So at a couple of candlesticks, I know at 15 minutes, things are moving because everybody is using a 15-minute chart. I don't think that many people are using 13-minute chart because it's not talked about or read or talked about anymore. So for me, I use 13-minute chart just because I want to be different. And I know that nobody's teaching this. So if somebody's using a 13-minute chart, it's like, why are they using it? I'm just using it because that's what it makes me unique. I want to make it mine. Everything we do in trading, whether it's buy or sell, it becomes yours. All right. So all right. So I don't use I don't read people's Twitter. I basically look at price, volume price. I want to study. I want to have my own analysis. Now I talk to Crypto Black, talk to Mike Miller. I talk to people that talk back to me. That is why you're in the mastermind, because when you're watching YouTube or reading somebody else's analysis, if you don't know them personally, you don't understand what's going on in their life. You can't ask them why they're using a 13-minute or 15-minute chart. People just use a 15-minute chart because they see someone else do it. The question you ask is a good question. Why use a 13-minute chart? That is what you want to see. You see somebody posting a screenshot and they're making all this money and they don't talk back to you. That's not who you want to follow. You need to be able to ask the question so you can have understanding so you can make it yours. All right. So this right here, this level right here on a 13-minute, this is a line, and here is a support level. This is a support level, and this is a, if this is a support, this could be resistance, but it pulled over. And so previous resistance becomes support. All right, this is resistance here. This is support now. This was down here, this was resistance. And this was, it was resistance. Now it is previous, now it's become support. As it breaks over and it touches the new line, now this level becomes support. And so we'll see, if I come down here, now we're seeing the candlesticks drop. 78 is where my stop is at, because this is where the last support was at. All right. And in this moment, if I change the time frames, 1 hour, 2 hour, the charts look different as you change, because now this is a 4 hour period. All right, 4 hour periods, 2 hour periods. So depending on what your time frame, what you're trading on. If you're trading on the day, this is just now getting started. Right? If you're trading on the day, this is just now getting started. It just kind of broke through resistance, is on the support level here. And of course, it can play down to 78. But if it breaks through tonight, you know, now the new resistance comes a little bit higher on the day. On a 4 hour, it is different. So each time frame, anybody you see trading, you also have to know what strategy, what time frame are they trading on. I normally trade, when it's a bullish market, I normally trade only on a 2 hour and a 4 hour because I'm a swing trader. When I go to day trading, I'm only trading for an hour. So these candlesticks, I plan to be out the market in an hour. I don't plan to be watching all day. I plan to put a stop. If I do, and I'm walking away. So I'm not looking, you know, these smaller candlesticks gives me an idea. 2 candlesticks in a row. Normally, if it's 3 candlesticks in a row, I'm out. That means that for the last 45 minutes, or if I'm using 13-minute charts, that means that it's trending down. All right. Yeah, I want guys. Yeah, that's good. Buy resistance. No, what I mean is when it crosses over, and when it hits resistance, when it's coming up, if you start seeing red charts, you're gonna take profits here at this resistance level. So this way you know when to get out of the trade. People ask, I don't know when to get out the trade. And I said, all right, trade level to level. If you buy on this level, it goes up here, that's where you stop out at. Because now you can secure profits. You can trade level to level as a day trader. If you're on a day, level to level is a little bit different now. Now you say, I'm gonna hold this trade. You know, I bought it at 78 and AVE is trending up. The last time it touched the 120. So maybe I'm gonna hold this AVE trade from 78 to 99 or to 90. But at least you have some levels to look at. All right. This is about taking a trade and what to do when you're in a trade. All right, yeah, so BTC, it does determine how much do BTC make up the market? Anybody want to tell me? BTC makes up the crypto market. How much of Bitcoin influences the market? 40%. So if you guys don't know, Bitcoin dominance is at 41%, meaning that 41% of the entire crypto market is depending on the direction Bitcoin is moving, right? So if Bitcoin is moving up, normally everything else could be moving down and Bitcoin makes up 40%. How much does Ethereum make up? Ethereum makes up 14%. So can anybody add 41 plus 14? So Ethereum and Bitcoin makes up 55% of the entire crypto market. The entire biome. How many coins does it say? 13,425. Altcoins or anything else that's outside of Bitcoin. Bitcoin and Ethereum by itself makes up 55%. So Tether, if we added Tether in, the top 3 coins, how much volume does that make up of the market? That's a trick question because I don't know right now how much Tether is. But if Bitcoin, if Ethereum is 14, Tether and stablecoin probably makes up another 10, 20%.
Coin market
Right?
cap, bro.
Huh?
Coin market cap is better.
Coin market cap?
Yeah.
About 62%.
Scroll down. You should be able to customize it. We can tell you exactly.
Hold on.
I think it's in the
where you
right
at?
corner.
Customize. No, where you at? Customize. And you can put in there the percentage.
Hold on, I'm looking. That's why we had the mastermind. You know, I forget more. I forget more than I remember. So dominance, 42% here, 15% here. Tether in stablecoin in Binance. That makes up about another 15% with those stable coins. So your top 20 coins is probably about 85%, almost 90% of the entire crypto market. Right? That's why we look at the top 20 for the sentiment. If all the top 20 are green, that means like damn near 90% of the market, the crypto market, is trending up. All right. And that's why we look at this number here. Whether it's CoinGecko or CoinMarket, we have an increase. That makes sense. All right, I hope you guys learned something. All right. So Tether is supposed to be backed by the dollar, but that's up for the debate. Their reserves haven't audited it. So for me personally, I do more in USDC than I do in Tether. I used to do everything in Tether. Crypto Black, I think he does everything in Tether, but I'm on USDC. Everybody has their own preference. We all taking the same risk of being in the markets. All right, so all right, we got that. So now we know that the top 10 coins make up about at least 85% of the market. How many cryptos is it right now? Can somebody put that number in? How many cryptos do we have total? This number right here says it's 20,000, right? And so that means that 20,211 makes up the other, I don't know, what, 15%? So we look at the first coins, and that's why we talk about volume. That is why in the mastermind, volume is important, because the volume dictates where the market is going to go. Price dictates where market is going to go. So inside the mastermind report, we had a thing called volume analysis. It shows you that if the price is going up, the volume is going up, and people, you see more interest, which we can get that later. It is a strong bullish move and price continues to rise. This is what people mean about trading with no charts. If you know the volume and the price and you're trading crypto, that's the advantage you have in crypto. You have volume and price. So right now, we already know that the market can only go up or down, right? Now we know what makes up a big part of the market. I can take a trade that's $100 and leverage it to 2,000 and only have $500. And the chances of this going to 82, just right here, is pretty high. Because in a uptrending market, if I go into, say, a 4-hour chart, I get a ruler. I see what's the average candlestick. So I'll take this right here, this little ruler, go up to this one candlestick. That's a 2%, 3% move. Can anybody tell me what's 3 times 20? Anybody? 3 times 20? 60. So that's a 60% move on a 3% move, because if I have a 20x leverage, a 20, did it stop loss it? Okay. If I have a 20x leverage on eBay, that means that coming up here on a different time frame, it moves 3% in the market. I actually make 60%. All right. How much did eBay move today? I just go down to eBay right now. Did I pass it up? It should be up here, pretty up here, somewhere up here. eBay is a top, I know it's a top 50 coin. Why don't they have it here?
You just passed it. It's number 50.
Number 50?
Yeah.
I know it's a top 50. All right. So It had a 12% move, 31% in the last 7 days, 2.5% today. Right? It has momentum. Some people don't like to buy coins that's trading up. Inside the mastermind, we only want to buy coins trading up if we're low. Right? The Warren Buffett shit of buying when it's low, you know, it's good in theory if you can wait 100 or 10 years or 5 years. But if you're trying to make money in an hour, you want to buy trades that are going up. All right, that means we buy momentum. All right, and so with that being said, I got $900 here. Can somebody help me spend it? Right? Is there another trade that I should be looking at inside the mastermind so we can analyze this trade? Because right now this is not moving. But I'm a trader and I want to make some money. And so right now with $1,000, I have 10 opportunities, or maybe I have 8 opportunities. The chances of me losing on all 8 trades, even if I take them all at 100 with 10x, 20x, I can do hedges. It's going to be hard for me to lose, right? Even at 10x or 20x, because the market isn't going to move that fast if I'm trading momentum. All right, so let me go through the exercise in. So I had a couple of targets. Celsius is going down, and when you ask like why is it going down, you know, when you go in and search, that's why we keep this crypto panic up. If something makes a move that much, it's because it's filing for bankruptcy. Like you can see the news, and you have to understand if something's moving up or down, just ask yourself why. Right? Just ask yourself why, and ask the question. Hey, DCG, y'all see Celsius? Why is it going down? Right? If you're new, or why is it going up? Right? If I go Ave, and I just want to know why is it going up? Should I trade it right now? All right, now I can read about it, and now I can get the information of why it's going up. Right? And it's a lot of positive news. So it's been moving up. All right. So the right time to trade, you know, I'm gonna have a bias. I'm gonna have a bias because we've been trading. We got a trading plan. I'm telling myself certain times, you know, I don't want to trade. So on Wednesday night, you know, my bias based on volume is either neutral or volume sentiment and timing. Right now, the volume was going up. By 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is another 2 hours, if it doesn't move, or, you know, for this exercise is only an hour trade, I may have not taken that. I may be looking for a place to take it short after 9 o'clock. So I'm not gonna take a trade and there's gonna be a buy without taking profits or putting a stop loss in. Now, if I feel like, hey, it's still gonna go up, well, I have a stop loss that I put in. Everybody know how to use a stop loss, right? Stop loss mean all right. So this is what I just did here. I'm saying that, hey, stop me from losing. All right, I bought in right here. You know, I actually bought in around 78.50, but the market order filled right here. And if it goes down below this, I'm saying cancel this trade. I will take my loss early. That's what it says. That's what a stop loss is. So I put the order in. I came here and then I updated. It says, hey, you know what? At 78, update. I'm willing to lose 20%. Now, everybody know when a bullish market, a lot of the mastermind people, they know 20% was my limit. Right? Now, if I didn't put this leverage, 20% would be way low. But during a bullish market, I was trading with 1,000, 2,000, or, you know, at least 500 minimum. On a bearish market, I can use leverage. I can take trades and I can borrow money at a cheaper rate and take the same trade with even more leverage. You should set your, so you see right here, it said, you know, this is wick down a little bit. I said a little bit lower than that because then it invalidates it. But when I looked at my real chart on TradingView, it told me that the level was at 78 exactly. Right? So if I came here to 13-minute, the 78 right here, you know, you can set it. Let me see, where's that? This right here was 78. So if you set it a little bit lower, like 77.80 or 77.70, you know, they know where your stop losses are. And that'll be a different class. We'll go into that because there's other tools we can use to figure out where the orders are. You know, I think that's a different class that we'll go into. But we use things like order books, and there's other tools that we have, a book map that tell us where people are placing their orders at. See if Aave is in there. So Aave is not on this one, but there's different places that they have, and you can see all the orders. So like for Bitcoin, you can see the buy orders here. And so here's a good tip for you guys. If you don't know how to set your levels on Bitcoin and Ethereum, you go over here to Confluence. You know, anybody know what Confluence means? All right, your number one tool. We're in 2022. I want everybody here to know what we have a course on Google Trader. Anything you don't know, Google it. Right? Google it and then come ask inside of the mastermind. So this way you can get confirmation from a person. But everything that you don't know, all the questions that you have, start writing them down. Right? Because we don't want it, we want guys in the mastermind to actually understand and be independent, know how to trade, so this way they can contribute. So we really want you to learn. It's a combination of multiple strategies and ideas into one complete strategy. So Confluence is going to give you multiple strategies in one line. So here in the Confluence, you see the previous high, previous 1 day, you see the Bollinger Band, you see the SMA 100. You're seeing what a lot of traders use on multiple time frames. All right, and so this is major resistance here, right? We talked about resistance and support. This is minor support. The dark is major, and that's on the 4 hours. On a 4 hour, this is kind of where it's stopping, right? On a 1 hour, it's still here, and then you're on a little temporary support. On Bitcoin, here's major support here on a 15-minute. All the time frames mean different. It changes based on the time frame. So are you trading as a 1 hour trader, a 4 hour trader, or a 1 day trader? If you don't know what the difference is, I want everybody to read the mastermind report and start highlighting things. So this way, when you're asking questions, we have something called multi-time frame analysis that actually tells you that a long-term trader is going to use the weekly, day charts. A day trader is going to use a 15-minute, a 1 minute chart. Swing traders, they can use a 2 hour, 4 hour, weekly charts as well. 60-minute is a 1 hour. I'm a swing trader, but when we have to day trade, we can day trade. If we have to scalp, scalping is just taking a momentum move up or down. All right. Any other trading term you haven't heard? The more questions you ask, the faster you're going to become profitable. Can I type that down? The more questions you ask, the faster you will become profitable. That is it. That is the secret to trading, right? Because the more knowledge you get, the more you understand, the higher your calculated risk is going to go. Right now, you have an equal 50-50 shot on making a good trade. All right, and so this trade here, I want to go. Let's analyze the Aave trade. It is on a 13-minute. It was on a support or resistance level. This is a support. It breaks under, right? That means that it failed, and now it's on a downtrend. So on this 13-minute, if I'm counting the market to go up and it reverses, my goal is just to lose small. I understand I cannot win every trade, but if I can minimize my losses on the losers, if I can minimize 20% trades and lose only 20%, I have 4 or 5 opportunities to continue to trade. If I lose everything in one trade, right, I'm out the game. So the most important aspect, it is to preserve capital. That is the entire reason I can feel confident of taking a $100 trade, and the most I'm willing to risk is $20 on 20%. Right, $20 is a couple of gallons. All right, it's a meal. I need to lose some weight anyways, so maybe I won't eat breakfast or lunch, but I can afford that loss. It's not going to hurt me. It's not going to hurt my family, right? But if I lose a couple of thousand, you know, I may have somebody to answer to, and I'm hurting my family. Now, if I think this is going to continue to go down, right? If I look at IVE on a day, I know that overall it is bullish. Right here, going into tonight at 9 o'clock, we're expecting the market to turn around, and maybe I change my analysis and now go short. But if I go short, that means I'm only going to trade when I can watch it. I'm only going to trade when I can watch it, because so overnight, I may just wait till the morning. I'm not going to just take trades and just keep gambling. My life depends on it. So right here, I know where my stop is at. I know where I bought it at. I know how much I'm risking. That is a good trade. All right. Can anybody understand that? That's a good trade. I determine based on how much money I have. Right. If I have, if I have a tolerance that 10,000 doesn't matter to me, if I'm willing to take, if I have $1,000 and I trade 100, I'm risking 10% of my account on that trade, and then I'm risking 20% of that. All right. So 10% of 1,000 is 100. If you only have $500 to $1,000 and you join the mastermind and you said, hey man, I'm paying $500 to be in here. If you can double that, 500 turn into 1,000 over a period of time. If you have $500 and you made 10% a day, right? Knowing that this right here, I'm shooting for 100%. But if you made 10% a day and you have $500 and you made 10% a day, how much would you have at the end of the month? Another math question. I need some math experts. $10% of 500 is $50. 50 times 30, $1,500. Start with 500, that's a 300% profit. You will be considered one of the best traders just off a 300% in a month. It is, you're able to do that with $500. You're able to make 50% or 10% off of 500.
Hey, Jamar.
Or you're able to, huh?
Well, show them screeners, man. You say you're looking for trade. Show them screeners, man, on Trading View. See what's out there.
I'm going slow. I'm going slow.
All right. We're gonna get busy. Right, let's get busy.
All right, cool. So, my setup here is I have screeners, right? I have things I'm looking for. This burger swap, we called out burger swap is at 320 right now. If you go inside DCG, I haven't been calling out a lot of things, but if you come here and you type burger, one of the ones that came up on our list, right? Burger up, 7.6, which is last week, and burger was up at 159. Right now it's at 320. That is 100% trade, right? That is 100% in a week. So this trend, looking here at these trends, Flamingo, Burger Swap, anything above 98, meaning that it is trending. But Burger Swap was the strongest one on here. KMD is on here and it's getting stronger. But if we go to KMD right now, and you were to just look at that screener, these are week-long trades. So KMD right now at 34. Right, this is support. So right now I wouldn't touch this on the 1 hour. You see how I changed the time? It went up, and on a 4 hour, it is trending down. So this is support. It's right here on the support level. If it dropped, I will wait. I will wait till it started going up again. Right, and that's on even on a 1 hour, it is still trending down. So I wouldn't touch this one right now because the trend is down unless you're going to short. But I wouldn't even short it because overall, people made a lot of money on KMD, so they're taking profits. That is what I would ask the group. Hey, I'm looking at KMD. What you guys think? All right, so we're gonna keep going through the screeners. I'm not gonna show you all the screeners. Now this is one of mine. Right now, sellers recovering. Waves is dropping on a 13-minute. On a 2 hour, that changes, but I'm not gonna show you that right now. I'm gonna go to a different screener. So Ave right here was moving up on the 2 hour. So if I didn't have that stop that close, this would be a different trade, but right now SNX is moving. So I'm gonna take a look at SNX, overall in the last hour or two, and you see XNX. So if I was just watching screeners and I was seeing things moving, right now is at resistance. Go to 4 hour, it's coming up to resistance right now. Yeah, SNX, and that's just, and if Crypto Black knows it, and 100 people in Mastermind knows it, and we're all talking, trading together, right? They're gonna find the same thing I'm finding because we're looking at the same thing. So now I'm leveraging their eyeballs. We're leveraging each other. All right. So I'm gonna come here to my watch list. SNX. Tomorrow I'll put Tesla on my watch list. AMD. Like I said actually before. And I'm still trying to find a trade. So this right here, this had a little resistance. So Wildlight Trading View is tomorrow. When I want to know what I want to trade, I say, hey, if this breaks over 1400, I have a short-term trade here that I can continue to move up. This is resistance here at 1355. It could turn to support. So I'm gonna write those up and put them here, and I can be patient. So tomorrow we're gonna look at actually the trade, and we know that if it falls below 1350, it's failing. If it stays in between this range, and we get volume in the market in the morning, we anticipate buying. That is a target. That is one that if you have $100, go ahead and take the trade. We're not scared to say it, and you can blame it on me. All right. So the Oracle tomorrow, we say it could be a dip. So we'll wait. We'll wait till tomorrow. All right, now what's the date? Thursday, July 14th. Expected down day for crypto. So if it drops, we'll know, right? And it's a plan. So I'm not gonna take it right now, knowing that we could possibly drop into tomorrow. I'll just wait till I wake up, and now I can trade in 1 hour increments. I don't have to guess. I don't have to be anxious. I'm gonna find another trade tomorrow. I can get into Burger. I can go look at another one. We got plenty of screeners. Let me see another screener. Let me see. Missouri. Where's my Missouri screener? Right. So Sushi Swap, Aave, they're on my watch list. Decred been going up and down. But these are two that I can watch. And I can just draw them out the same thing. Let's go to here to Sushi. I'll put them on a notepad, and I've already did analysis. So this way I have a plan tomorrow. All right. This is resistance. All right. Down here is 118 and 108. So I have levels that I can pay attention to. Tomorrow goes past this, I can get in, and this will be my stop. Trading room, yeah, I use trading room. I'm just trying to get the philosophy, the simple things on. As more guys get in, ask more questions, we'll show more tools. But right now, I think the more tools we show, I want people to be able to take the trade using Alligator, using simple things, and understanding the risk management. So tools.trading room is another one that if you see it all green, right? You gotta, so all these are in the courses. Everything that people are mentioning is in my courses inside of DCG. And so if you're not going through the material, you don't have any questions, and it's like it looks new. We've been using this for at least 3 years, 4 years. Some of the same things, like people have different strategies every 6 months. It's like, well, what happened to the old one? It didn't work. Things stopped working. It doesn't work as good, but the trading stays the same. So we like to trade momentum. I come here, I see Uni. Uni is all green. XNX, was all green, or it's finna turn green. So XNX is on the watch list, but we go here and look at Uni, right? We like to get things that's trending. So I can put Uni on. All right. When I have made my notes, 1 inch, Uni. So we see all these little exchanges starting to get a little bit of momentum. This is on support right here. This is where it's failed before. So even taking this trade, if I wanted to take a short here at 625, it's failed here. And on a 1 day, it's failed here. This is a good place to take a short, because if you're wrong, you can always switch back up and now you have new highs. But this is where it is failing around 626. So I can make a note or I can make it alert. I right click it, alert, crossing up. So if I see a long tail wick, just touching it, this is a good place for me to take a short, because if it keeps going up, I can get out with low risk. And what the Crypto Black says, here is rejected, here is rejected, and this is a pretty strong one. But going into tomorrow, it could get rejected temporarily. And if we get more volume, then it go. But if not, it's been rejected at this level a few times.
You look at it too. One thing I like to see too, when they reject it, I say it rejects hard. You see, it rejected. What was that? That 4th day, the first time it got rejected, with that red candle, it rejected hard. It came all the way down.
Right.
It came all the way down. Yep.
That move right there on this rejection. Yeah, so if you had leverage, that's a big move. Even if you did 13% on a 1 day, that's a lot. So for options and futures, can you use Confluence? Do you know what? So we know what Confluence is, right? It's multiple strategies in one screen. So let me show you guys one real quick. So what could be a Confluence indicator is multiple strategies in one. Let me open up another screen. So options and futures, that's stocks, right? In DCG, we want guys to be able to trade anything. So if I'm trading stocks, these 4 boxes is a Confluence. And so right now, if you're on options, the SPY closed below. This is a 5 minute. So I'm using these to day trade, but during the time the market is open, if you're trading options on a 5 minute, 13 minute, or 1 hour, you're day trading options, or you're in the futures. VIX and bonds down, equities up. Equities up, bonds and VIX normally is down. So when I see these saying buy, and they're both on the same time lane, that means that I'm gonna short, whether I'm doing options, futures, right? If I see sell here, the crypto market, the stock market, everything is going down at the same time, then I know bonds and I know the VIX is gonna be going up. That means I can short the market. Sell up here means short the market. Buy down here means short the market. Sell down here means get into crypto long or equities long. All right, alligator. All right, alligator is for the trend. I'll close that down. So alligator is the overall trend overall trend of what you're trading. And inside of a day, right? The alligator market is pointing to 2 o'clock. That means overall the trend is up. This is XNX alligator on a smaller time frame. Let me do XNX USD so you can see the actual price. I still use the alligator, but if it pulls back, we're looking for support down here. And this is for a longer term trade. So in a bearish market, we don't really like to stay in the market, for weeks at a time. In a bullish market, if the trend is in, we stay in this trade, we make way more money in a bullish market because we're willing to stay in the trade a lot longer. We have less whipsaw. All right. You'll get some of those indicators when inside the mastermind. We haven't shared that. That is in some of the stocks and options. We have to put your name in a trading view. It's a custom script. But on the SNX, right, the alligator, that's on the 1 hour. On the 4 hour, right, it's just now starting to come out. We normally like to buy when it comes out of this 50, it crosses 50-day M&A, and that gives us a longer term buy. Considering that we're in a choppy market and it's bearish, we don't use the alligator as much because the alligator market, the alligator strategy is for determining the trend. And right now, the trends aren't staying up long. But,
bro, I do it though.
Yeah, you do it, right?
I flip upside down.
Right. So let's show them something that's down. Let me show them something that's down right now.
Yeah, just
BCH.
Just twirl your thumb. Just anything.
So
put on a 1 day.
You don't like to trade. So BCH, right? It's trending down. The alligator's below the alligator. If you invert the scale, this shows you that it's short has been since 174. And now you're looking at the chart like a regular long, but you're just shorting. Because you see the number down here is 180. So from 180 on up, there's been a short. Right? Now you can still think long, and now you can hold that short and you can hold that trade for a lot longer.
I wish I could see everybody camera right now. Their mouth's probably wide open.
All right, so this is what the candle look like when it's going down on 4 hour BCH. It's been trending down, right? You invert the scale for people that don't know how to short. They still want to go long. Just change on TradingView what it looks like. Nick has been doing this for the last couple of years, but we haven't had a bear market in a long time. So a lot of these, a lot of this stuff we have to bring back during this time. But for most of the masterminds that's been here for a while, that's why if the questions are asked, we know so much that it's hard to share everything unless we get into questions. Shout out to Nick. Look at him, the chart master. You go to Nick's class, your mind will be blown. You go to anybody class, you're gonna learn something out of every class that's inside the mastermind. So if Nick want to say something, or Mike, or Crypto Black, or any of the masterminds, Barry, Miss Hall, I want to share that. I'm just one of the guys. Everybody here is equally important and they all have knowledge. So asking the questions in public you're gonna get a lot of different things. If Crypto Black was like, hey, show them the invert, I wouldn't even think about showing them the invert unless he says something. That is where we leverage each other. All right. So for right now, has this been helpful? Miss Hall, Mike Miller, you wanna hop in and say something?
Yes, sir. If you can you make me co-host? I'll share my screen. I'll give them something what they can do in the mixed market.
All right, let me stop sharing somewhere.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, appreciate you, sir. Yeah, I just wanted to show them a little something. It ran across my mind earlier. I was gonna wait to say it next Tuesday, but I said, man, let me share it today. So it was brought up earlier this morning, because the day was Wacky Wednesday. And we always know that Wednesday is one of our most, indecisive days in the market. Now, like what Brother Jamar was saying earlier about, when you have a Wacky Wednesday, when you have a day where the market is indecisive, that it could potentially cause whipsaw in the market. That the market could potentially be moving sideways. So instead of risking your capital on an asset that's moving sideways, moving all over the place, how about trade something that's gonna move in one direction? Let me know in the chat box, everybody understand. What about trading? What assets can you trade on a day where the market is moving wildly crazy and sideways and up and down? They don't know what they want to do. What kind of assets can you trade? Well, but first you need to understand what's causing that whipsaw, what's causing that sideways, what's causing all that back and forth movement. You have sector rotation going on between the sectors. Keep in mind, when you look at that, when you understand and the components of the indexes, such as like the S&P and the Dow, you gotta keep in mind that those particular indexes consist of several sectors. Mind you, the NASDAQ, which consists of only one sector, which is the tech sector. So it doesn't have that push and pull like what we mentioned earlier in the week. It don't have that push and pull as like the S&P and the Dow, which consists of several different sectors. Now we talked about this on a previous trainings before in the past, but I wanted to bring it back up so people can know that, hey, on a day where you come in when the market is mixed or the market is indecisive, you have other options that you can trade, in which if you want to limit your risk and trade something that's going to move in a more of a parallel and more of in a direction in which you don't have to worry about it going back and forth and crazy on it. Keep in mind, like I said, when we have a mixed market, when we have a wacky market, you have what you call sector rotation going on. Now, I want you to take a look at this particular heat map right quick on Finbix of the S&P 500. What colors do y'all see? Let me know in the chat box. What colors do y'all see? On this heat map right here, what colors do you see? You see red, you see green, you see a mixture. Now, here's the thing. I said it in the past on previous training. I just wanted to bring it back up because I want people to know that on days like, when we have a mixed market, when the S&P or the Dow is going up and the NASDAQ is going down, you have that sector rotation going on. You have that mixed market. You have other options you can trade. Now, what are those? You can trade your sector ETFs. Okay, let me know in the chat box, everybody follow along. You can trade your sector ETFs. Now let's go to this heat map right quick. Let's say you come in one morning and you observe per data and you see that the market is mixed, or you see that the market is indecisive, or it's simply just a Wednesday where everything is totally out of place. Then you be like, well, I can't do nothing with this. No, you can't do nothing with it. Well, this is what you do. If you can't do nothing with the other assets that you normally trade, come to your sector, come to your heat map on Finbix, and you can see your various sectors. Let me give you an example. You see how communication services are red. You see how healthcare was all red. See how industrial was all red. You see how your banks was all red? You see how your consumer clients was all green? Why don't you look at something real quick? Look at this. See Amazon? Look at the basis points on Amazon. It was extremely bullish today. Home Depot, extremely bullish. Lowe's, extremely bullish. Tesla, extremely bullish. So everything in consumer clients was bullish today. Everything from consumer clients in the footwear, on the internet, retail, and the automotive manufacturers, everybody was green. So what if I told you that you can actually, if you knew your colors, you can take a trade. Now, consumer clients, keep in mind, each sector has its own sector ETF. Okay. Now, I'm gonna give you this in the chat box so you can have. Let me know in the chat box, everybody following along. If you can match a color, you can make a trade. Simple as that. If you can match a color, you can make a trade. Simple. Some clients, the sector ETF for that would be XLY. But before I go to the chart, let me show y'all something. What color was consumer clients today? Everything consumer clients was bullish, correct? Everything consumer clients was bullish, and that sector was bullish. Everything from the internet, retail, automotive manufacturers, home improvement, everything, footwear, everything was bullish. So it was color code green. Let me ask you a question before I go to the chart. What you think XLY did today? If everything in that particular sector was bullish. I'm not gonna go to the chart yet. What you think XLY did today? What did you think XLY did today? I'm not gonna go to the chart yet. It trended up. Let me go to XLY. I'm gonna put an arrow on. From the time the market opened up this morning. What did XLY do? Let me know in the chat box. It went up. You see how if you can match a color, you can make a trade. This right here, you can do it any day, but I have a lot of people who reserve it for those wacky days. That's something they pull out they trick bag on a wacky day. Hey, I ain't got to fight with the market. I'm gonna trade a sector ETF. It's going one way. I'm gonna find one that's all bullish or all bearish. I'm gonna trade it. XLY is the sector ETF for consumer client sector. Each sector has their own sector ETFs. I gave you in that list, brother Bay. I'm gonna give you 4 more examples. XOP. That would be in the energy sector. In the energy sector, your energy sector most consists of your oil and gas companies, especially exploration companies and just your refining companies and all that. Now let's look at this right quick. Oil and gas, all your exploration companies and that were extremely bullish today. As you can see right here, everything was pretty bullish in that sector. Now the sector for that would be XOP. It was green, right? I'm not gonna pull up the chart yet. It was green, right? What do you think it did? Let me know in the chat box. What do you think XOP did today? If that sector for those particular companies in that sector were bullish today, what do you think that particular sector ETF did? Correct. It went up all day. All day. I'll show you another example. Let's see. Your banks. What color was they? Look on your financials. Look at your banks. All your banks bled today.
Hey.
Everything in the banking sector bled today. Everything. All your banks. Bearish today. Everything. So what you think that sector ETF did? Yes, the banks have their own sector ETF. What do you think that sector ETF did? In the chat box. Well, I even pull up the chart. Right out the gate.
Hey,
all day.
Mike,
Yes, sir.
I just want to show people.
Yes, sir.
I just got an alert on on US 30 in the market. And I just wanted to show them the IBay move right now. That's 10%.
Okay.
10%. Just let them see it.
Easy.
All right, go ahead. I'm giving it back to you guys. You know,
Easy
and that's
money.
within an hour. Oh, my
Easy
bad.
money. See, look,
I'm over here
I was
sweating,
telling
hitting the
everybody,
lights.
come on these calls. Like I was telling everybody, come on this call. You're gonna learn how to make some money. You're gonna learn how to make some money. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing. That bank ETF shorted. It was all red. Now, keep in mind too that you don't have to trade just your sector ETFs. You can trade country ETFs as well. Now, Finvix, because of your heat map, you can go to your world map. Move this out the way right here. Trade everything. If you know how to read your colors. Now look at this real quick. I'm gonna pull up another one. Taiwan. Everything in that country, every major company that's represent that particular ETF for that country, what was it? Bullish or bearish? Let me know in the chat box. Y'all know y'all colors. Y'all, some of y'all went to Head Start, elementary. Y'all know y'all colors. What color was it? What was it? Was it bullish or bearish? Every major company in Taiwan that makes up that particular ETF, what was it? It was bullish today. Now, I'm gonna put this in here too for you guys. You can have that. I just wanted to retouch on this because I had talked about this before on previous training, but I wanted to make sure you had it because you have something. You always want to have something. You don't have a trick in your bag. What did it do today? What color was it? It was green. It was bullish. What did it do? All day. Sucker out. Look at easy money. And I show you the last one. I'm gonna give it back to Jamar. You had what else was green? China was green. All your companies in China was green, bullish. Had a sector ETF for that. China, FXI, your China large cap ETF. It was green, right? What did it do today? Straight up. So here's something right here you can use on a day. So where the market can be indecisive scrap and you just don't know what to do, go trade a sector ETF. If you match the colors, you can make a trade. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Jamar. I ain't trying to, I wasn't trying to go too long with it. I apologize.
Hey,
for that.
now good looking out. I mean, you know, hey, it's a mastermind call. Anybody else have anything to add?
Yes, sir.
Give me. Hey, we got another 17 minutes. Masterminds. Any questions?
Well, it looks like 1108 for Ethereum. It breaks that, goes down, then it's going to drop. We put nice position getting to a short. So what I like to do, I like to put in alerts. You know, for anytime I'm looking at anything support or resistance,
Right.
I add those alerts in. So I know I can hop in.
Hey, short alerts. Are you by your computer or not?
Yeah. I'm not cool.
I think they need to see the alerts because even inside the alerts, you know, I had Forex, you know, we have regular stocks, but your alerts CB is dope.
Yeah, so what I like to do, so you see I have my support and resistance already set up. So I have my alert for right here for 1100, but I also have this right here. I'm looking at this, I'm in a short right now anyway, but I like to have this alert right here to see, okay, if it break down here, I know it's gonna really push down because I'm seeing a lot of support, nice strong support. But remember, I'm on a 5 minute. So we had this push up, this nice long push up. Soon it got past that 800. So then I'm seeing them strong support. It had to, you know what I mean, kept coming after it had a strong push up. This was, you know, earlier today, Well, not too long ago, a couple hours ago. And then I know we haven't been out here for a minute, but I'm getting this. I know if we go below this here, it's going to push down. And once we go down to 1100, underneath 1100, more likely we're going to push down to this 800 moving average. So that's what I'm looking for right now for 1108 even, actually, because they keep testing it. Once it breaks down, it's going to break down. So this week going to be right once, maybe right twice, 3 times. But I'm going to add that alert.
Yeah, so I just want to add, man, everybody got a different time frame they trade on. So when you see Crypto Black and he says it's a 5 minute, we all day trading, but some of us day trade on different time limits with different expectations.
I got hit with the Mike Miller effect, man.
That's what's up. We see you using the MCF, and part of what I use, I combine the alligator with the beast mode thing.
Yeah. I use the regular I like the other alligator. I use the alligator as well sometimes, especially for the day trade, because it's that trend. So I do if I'm on a 1 day, if I'm on a usually like the 1 hour, I like to use the moving averages where it come down. I have my buy at 1 hour, depending on the market, and then let it push back up again. But what I like to do here, all you gotta do, real easy, set an alert. You just right click. So I just right click, and then I click add alert, and then I just put crossing down, and I'll put something like hop in. Short. Or whatever you want to put in there. Get in, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You click create.
That's level to level.
And that's it. And then once it goes down, I get that alert on my phone. So if I'm in the other room or if I'm somewhere else, I can just, if I'm in the house, obviously I come over here and I just, hop in that trade. But I want to see it push down. I want to see it go underneath there. You see, I put it right underneath of my support. So I want to see it wick through there, push down a little bit more, and then get this little area right here. And I'm gonna hop in. I know it's gonna push. It can push down. Once it gets me for 1100, it's gonna go down to this 800 moving average. That's about it. And I'm looking at my sentiment right over here. My sentiment in the market. So I'm looking at all the coins. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at the sentiment. What the hell happened just there? All right. This is Magic Mouse. All right, that's about it.
Dope. And so,
Jamal.
Yes, sir. Barry.
real quick, since we share it, just do this real quick. Oh no, you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. One of the things I do, you on the hour, you just talk about the hour. So I just take the close of one of the hours, I just mark it off. Takes a little bit of more effort, but I stay within that 1 hour time frame. So I put a
ceiling in the floor.
Ceiling in the floor, that's it. I take 5 minutes. So I got my 1 hour on one side, my 5 minute on the other. Where am I? Not bad. And so within that, I can look and monitor where I'm at. So I take ceiling on the floor from that 1 hour time frame. And if you want to talk about gains, you just go from top to bottom. Once it rejects off that, I can stay within that. Right now, I'm in, as Crypto Black said, I'm in a BTC short, just because I use this as my ceiling. Took it, it's breaking my floor. It's coming down. So that's just another little something that's within an hour. So if you could just take it from top of that 1 hour close and take it down to the bottom of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's money right there. You just
Money.
bring your own ceiling floor off the 1 hour candlestick.
Shit.
And breaks above, you take a long, it breaks below, you take a short.
There it is. That's it. That's it for me.
All right. Hey, anybody, I mean, y'all getting tips over here? All right. So, one thing on these calls, you know, we go an hour, 2 hours on this call on Wednesday night. You know, the best thing about this call is that Ms. Hall takes notes. And after this call, we have a study, we have a playbook. And so normally for, you know, you had a mastermind report, we have a weekly report, and then we have, you know, if you just took all the reports that come out, the notes, man, you'll learn so much. And, you know, that was, you know, you had like 5 different gems of guys making successful trades. All you gotta do now is try one, right? Try the trades, you know, your first 30 days or you know, first 3 or 4 months is tuition. But I just showed you that, you know, even with a small amount, it gets you in the trade. You're not gonna drive a car without trading. And this is a part of, you know, meeting halfway. You can listen to all the calls, but we got to practice it, right? And once once your trade is up, you can go in and put the stop loss where your entry at, and so now you can be secured. So if you do hold overnight, you can go change the trade, put the stop loss in, and now you can let it run. You get stopped out, you don't lose anything, right? Because you put it above where you bought. But at least you had the opportunity. You know, people that did that at 17,000 or 18,000 when it dropped on Bitcoin, they're still up. And some people took a trade at 20,000 and rode it all the way up to 40,000 or 60,000. So at some point you hit the bottoms, but you got to be in the game to actually, you know, take advantage and really make money. So on that note, you know, next week, our profit call will be back on. The rail is, you know, we go through all the trades, what we're looking at the trading, what projects that we want to get into, updates on current projects. We'll be back at that next week. But hopefully on this call, you guys kind of got a refresher for, huh?
I said, Dorado, they're doing a bachata right now. That's where he at.
Nah, he in Orlando.
Oh, you back? All right.
Yeah, he in Orlando right now. He's trying to get back.
All right.
All right. So, you know, if you like this call, you know, go on Facebook and let us know. And then if we want more of these, you know, I'll do more of them. But, you know, we got Mike, we got Dennis, we got Beast Mode, we got Crypto Black. Man, the education is there. What we don't have is all you guys asking all the questions. I don't care. You're doing it for your family. If you learn how to trade, you will never have to work. But even that strategy with Barry, it's like just taking that trade. If you have 8 hours and you can do that trade every hour and you can make 10% an hour, on $50, you do 8 trades. That's still $400 or $500, right? And so in this hour still of us being in this trade, you know, just picking a direction. Did I get lucky or did I just go with the trend? Right? Did I just go with the trend with Aave going up? Now I can put a stop in. I can go up here and I can update my stop loss to 79. Right? And now I'm secure. I'm guaranteed a profit, and I can go to sleep and I don't have to worry about it. If I wake up and it's 82 tomorrow, great. You know, I doubled my money off of a trade. I did it live in front of people. And you know that this is all it took, right? No stress, no overthinking, no worry about them. My family gonna lose money, lose out, not sweating. I'm not nervous. I'm not over here straining my eyes. My eyes not red. I know how to trade. I know how the new traders work. And then if I get nervous, I just ask the people in the mastermind, hey, Crypto Black, what you think, bro? Should I get out this trade? I just talk. Right? 30%, 20%, and 20%. Oh, am I sharing my screen or not? Right?
Yeah, we can see it.
Move the stop loss up to 79. It's up here now, 20% in an hour. Real time. And we know that pretty soon the market may turn, but I got a stop loss in, so I don't have to worry about it. If it goes up to 82 tomorrow, you know I doubled my money.
You did more. You're doing more better than the hedge funds. Do what? 7 out of 10 lost last year in the bull market.
7 out of 10 hedge funds lost money. And we doing this casually. So on that note,
Hey Jamar,
Go ahead.
before you end real quick, for the benefit of the new people, I know there are some people doing 2-week trials. So in DCG, we're not just about trading, we also focus on mindset. And on Monday and Wednesdays, Jamar usually have the mindset call. So if you aren't able to sit in on those calls, I highly recommend that you watch the replay and you go through the notes, because like I said, 80% of trading is mindset. We all know how to trade. Like Jamar just showed, even if you don't know anything about the charts, you just 50-50 chance. So we all know how to trade, but what is stopping us from pulling the trigger? And this week is all about, embracing challenges, making adjustments. A lot of us, this is our second time around or first time around in a bear market. So yeah, it affects you psychologically. And guess what? We make small adjustments. We started finding new tools like Gains Trade and RX tools where we can short the market. So that's one of the good things about DCG. We don't just talk shit, and post it when things are bullish and great. We do the work. All of us as masterminds, we do the work. We put in the work. We ask questions. We mastermind. We discuss, and we find alternatives so we can make money. Have a good night.
Last week, I met with 6 people. We having a day trading thing live next month. I met with 6 people last week, one-on-one, and everybody had a successful trade. I told them pick whatever they wanted to trade, and we had 1 hour to make money. We went 6 for 6. Everybody I hopped on the phone with was able to make money in that 1 hour, 10%. That was a goal. Can we make 10% an hour? You pick the trade and we do it. So when we had a live day trading thing next month, it's the same thing. We're gonna go through these strategies. And the thing is, where we lose is we get greedy. We want to get more than 10%. We want to get 50, 100, 200%. And we mess up a trade. But I assure you that everybody here can take a profitable trade. It's just being disciplined to get out of it profitable. On that note, this is the profit call. And I'm not only the mastermind, I'm a customer. And we're gonna do this shit together. All right, peace out, y'all. Hey, thanks to all the guys who contributed, and spoke up. Please ask more questions in the Discord chat. Please, I'm begging you. I want everybody to make money here. All right, peace out. We over.